TJ Porter here. Y'all know what's going on. Shout out AllHipHop. Thanks for having me. Let's do it.
What's the word? Shit, man. Slapshot. You're here at allhiphop.com, recording at One World Studios, and right now I got Harlem's youngest in charge, my man TJ Porter. What's going on, King?
Chilling was good.
I can't call it, man. How you been?
Just working.
Working. Man. So, you have something that's supposed to drop today?
Yeah, it's dropping at 12 tonight. Mood. Everybody go stream that. Got a lot of new shit dropping soon.
What we prepping for? What we prepping for? We dropping a project?
Nah. It's just a single. Just to get things
but
warmed up.
we warming up for.
Yeah. But I'm drop a few singles first, probably like 4 or 5 singles. Then I'm drop like a little EP probably.
Copy. All right, man. So, Vet, you are kind of like moving into vet territory now. I mean, it's been here a little minute. So, like, but you still young, though. I mean, but you can school a lot of people to the industry and stuff like that. So, how long would you say like you officially been in the industry?
2 years.
2 years. All right, then. So, in those 2 years, what have you learned?
I learned a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I learned a lot. I learned like you can't trust everybody. This industry is like, it's kind of, nah, you good.
So let's run that back.
Yeah.
So what have you learned?
I learned a lot of things in this industry. Like, you can't trust everybody. Like, you just gotta play your position. You gotta be true to yourself too. You feel me? If you be true to yourself and you got your team around you, make sure there's no flaws and cracks in your team. You should be good.
Got you. So I mean, how do you maintain that? I think because like, all right, then. So you were about like 2 years in at this point. Have you lost like friends that you've met like before the industry, before rap took off? Have you lost any friends?
Of course.
Yeah.
I feel like once you get like to a certain extent of being lit, I feel like you automatically gonna lose friends because people gonna feel like you should be moving the same way, but they don't understand like you dealing with a lot of new changes also, so you can't move the same way. So I feel like it's automatically gonna be conflict once a person get lit, because people got their own opinion and aspects on how you should be moving, but they're not in your shoes.
All right then. So how do you maintain? And I'm talking about like from the other side, like somebody that wants to be like your friend. That's like, how do you maintain a friendship, like knowing that like you're going through like what you have to go through in the industry? And like, I probably can't necessarily relate because I can't make as good of songs as you, but I've always fucked with you since like 9th grade, 8th grade. How would you give advice to somebody to maintain a relationship or something like that?
To me, I feel like I'm a different type of person. Like I don't do no flawed or fake shit with my friends, and I'm the person that's gonna tell you about yourself. So if I feel like you moving fake and I tell you and you don't change it, then you feel me, you cut off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. So what was it like growing up in Harlem, man?
It was fun. It was dangerous too.
Which part of Harlem?
I'm from the East Side.
From the East Side?
Yeah, I'm from Taínos.
Okay, gotcha. So that's beneath 125th?
Yeah, that's like 123rd.
Okay.
22nd.
All right then. Cool. So all right then. So you used to play ball?
Yeah, I used to play for Hayes.
So also what made you decide to like go for hip hop instead of ball?
And you 17, they put that money in your face. Yeah. Nah, for real, but like I just wanted to take care of my family, you feel me? And I felt like, alright, if this coming faster, then this is what I'm gonna do.
Got you. So how did you link with Wayno?
My family. It's Bizza. So he like, I don't know if you know him. Like, he from like around where I'm from, but like he introduced me to him. My uncles already knew him and shit, but like we vibed out a few times and then we just linked up like.
So I mean, like him coming off the success with somebody already from Harlem that played ball or whatever, did that put pressure on you to like you have to duplicate that success that he's had before?
No, not really, because like I'm focused on my own thing. Like I don't care who you worked with or none of that. What can you do for me? How can we take this to the next level? I don't care what you did before. None of that matters to me. So if like you can't show me how we could do this, if we can't do this step by step together and have like no flawed or fake shit going on, like I said before, there's no reason for us to do this.
Got you. All right then. So I do believe like there was probably like when you first dropped, like I do believe like I heard an emphasis on like bars and like your rapping, and to now like your songs like I forgot the name, the one with KJ and Jake Guapo and things like
Harder Than Ever, yeah.
Harder Than Ever and stuff like that. You sing and stuff like that. So you can do both. You can rap and you can you can do the TJ.
Yeah.
You kind of sing it. Which one do you prefer? Like when you're making a song.
I'm gonna be honest. I make songs off of emotion. Like
Mhm.
I'm not one of them people that could sit there. Like nobody ever wrote a song for me yet. Like I'm not saying that I'm not open to it, but
Mhm.
like all my music is me. Like everything is like it's cohesive with my story. Like
Mhm.
I don't rap about nothing I don't do. I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all in my raps. I'm not doing none of that. I'm
Mhm.
going straight off of emotion. How I'm feeling today. If I'm sad today, I'm gonna make a sad song.
Mhm.
If I feel like I want to rap today, I'm gonna make a rap song. If I feel like, yo, I'm reminiscing about times in the trap, I'm gonna make a trap song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
it's just go like that.
Okay, got you. All right then. So you signed to Def Jam, right?
Nah, not no more.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Nah. I got out of my label. That's what I wanted to do.
Okay, that's what you want to do. I got you. All right, yeah. I mean, cause I was gonna ask, like, I know, like, from like earlier this year, like I know like there's been like a lot of like turmoil going on in the building and stuff of that nature as far as Def Jam stuff goes. So I was like, what would be like it's such a legendary record label, like what would be like your opinion of it, like for to like today and stuff like that?
Alright, when I say this, I'm not saying this like with no intent to bash Def Jam or Wayno or anybody who was working there at the time. But I just feel like Def Jam is like it's just like it's too old. They need to get some younger staff in the building. That's it. Because the people who work there, there's nothing wrong with them, but they just used to the old times. Like, you get what I'm saying? So they not marketing and promoting the way other labels are to where they artists are really buzzing or popping and making noise. They're not giving, like, it's not a fair chance. You feel me?
That makes sense. All right. Then, so as far as you, is it the independent route right now?
Yeah. Right now we going independent right now.
Okay, got you. And what would you say would be like the biggest difference between like, because I mean, most of the time when I have an independent artist here, it'd be like, all right, like they just said no to labels, but you have both sides of the experience. And what would you say would be the biggest difference?
What, from independent and being on a label?
Yes, sir.
I feel like a label. You probably like, not me per se, but a lot of people get like told what to do more. Like you get told what to do more, but it depends on what type of deal you work out. You feel me? And like when a label is suffering, you gotta suffer with them. Like you can't drop. Like that's one of the reasons I had to get off to there because they wasn't letting me drop. So it's like I'm dying out. Like you killing my fans.
Killing
like,
the buzz.
Yeah. So it's not working for me.
So how the fuck does that work? Like, I mean, because I remember, like, that's always been the case. And then there was times where people just started, like, just dropping mixtapes. You know, that's when the Dat Piff era kind of blew up and stuff like that. But I think, like, now, like, with labels, they want that shit on streaming, too. They want all the free music you used to try to give out to, yeah. So how the fuck do you stay relevant when when a label doing that? Like, when they holding you back?
I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. You just gotta be outside. Like you gotta be your face card, gotta be everywhere. You gotta try to get on people's songs. Like you feel me? Like you gotta really tap in. That's when you gotta really tap in.
Got you. All right, then. So there's this resurgence in New York, and I think you're one of the spearheads of it. So where did this come from? Like, did you see, like when you was bubbling before you had your deal and stuff like that? Did you see like, man, in 5 years New York gonna be right back to where it need to be, or did it surprise you the way it surprised me?
Like both, I could say, cause I used to tell them all the time, like, yo, I'm gonna be lit. Nah, for real. Like I was one of them people. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, I didn't know it was gonna happen." I always said it. Like I'm a big believer in like if you speak, you could speak something into existence. So if I keep saying this and I'm working hard enough, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like heavy on that. Like and then when it came, it was like, "Oh, it's here. It's here." Now you just gotta maintain it. Like right now, I'm probably not as hot as I used to be, but I'm working on getting back and better.
You got you. And with the spotlight on New York, does that make it easier for you? Or is it like, damn, it's a lot of competition out here?
Nah, I don't look at competition. I'm gonna be honest. I look at people, oh yeah, he dropped this, that's a good song. But it's not competing at the end of the day. Because people fail to realize we all came up from nothing. Like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I was raised with a silver spoon. I ain't come in this game with nothing. You feel me? So we came in this game with nothing. So we done made a lot of money in this shit. So people start taking that shit for granted. Like,
you're supposed to.
Yeah, like you supposed to make this. Nah, nigga, this shit is a blessing. People be forgetting that it's really a blessing. That's really a blessing.
That's dope. All right, then. So who would you say like who would you want to work with the most at this point in your career?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm open to work with everybody. I don't got no problems with none of these rap niggas in this industry. I'm not one of those. For me, I don't play with nobody. Don't play with me. I'm open to work with everybody though.
Got you. All right, then cool. That's like I don't know. All right, so I'm from Brooklyn, and like from Brooklyn, like you gotta watch when you saying like this artist working with this artist and shit like that. You be like, they probably make a dope ass song together, but they got like their own shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that has to be like freeing in itself to know that like, damn, I ain't coming with no issues, so I could work with whoever I just think is hot. Yeah. So I mean, so as far as that goes, like, how do you navigate like the New York scene though? Do you think does that play a role in like, all right, he has issues with this one, or is it like, yo,
I'm gonna be honest,
whoever's clever?
I do what I want. Nah, for real. I do what I want.
Got you. That makes sense. All right, they're cool, and people fuck with it.
Yeah, you gotta jack me or don't fuck with me. I don't give a fuck if you don't fuck with me.
That was real Harlem. Got you. All right then. So now, I think like I want to ask like, you probably could give me some insight into who would you say would be your top 5 favorite New York rappers right now?
Top 5 favorite rappers in New York right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Like upcoming or like people that's already lit?
Upcoming.
Upcoming?
Yeah, people that I think I might have missed.
Alright. Right now I like Stunna Gambino. I like Busy.
You said Busy?
Yeah.
Busy Banks? Okay.
Yeah, I fuck with Busy. I like his mans too. Leaky G Bando.
Okay, the structure. Shout out to all of them.
Yeah. Who else? I fuck with Jay Guapo too. For me, that's my brother.
Yeah, that's a fact. That black man's kind of going crazy right now. Yeah.
And I fuck with everybody really. Like, and feel me, like, if you gonna mention, you gotta be honest. If you gonna say top 5, but you said upcoming, so
yeah.
All right, so then that's really it.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, you gave me the top 5.
Shout out to Eat Our Baby too. For me, coming up, we gonna board AJ, T-Man, Brandon Vivo. For me, it's a lot of upcoming rappers that a lot of people don't know about.
Got you. All right.
Shout out Mel Blammer too. Mel Blammer name.
Who that?
He from Harlem. He from my block.
Oh, okay.
For me, he nice though. He upcoming right now too. Shout out Charlie C too.
All right. So I want to ask this. I mean, cause at such a young age, I want to know like, so what was the ladies like before the deal and now after and all of that? Before you was in the industry to after the industry.
Like what you said, the ladies. The ladies.
What was the attention like before and after?
Alright, before I was, you doing your thing.
You doing all right, yeah, getting by.
But after Do You Kid drop, Tricky drop, I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy.
I don't imagine.
It was crazy. I ain't gonna
Was
front.
you shocked? Was you like, oh, this is where we at now?
Nah, cause I used to always tell them like, yo, this shit is coming.
Yeah.
So I was like prepared for it when it came.
Nah. When did you know like I might be was it when you signed or when Tricky?
Nah, I felt like I knew it was lit when it was Jelly Day, and Tricky had been out for like 2 weeks now, and I pulled up. It was like the first Jelly Day or the second Jelly Day. I pulled up with everybody, like everybody I came with. I came. They started playing Tricky. I just started throwing mad money in the crowd. I got the whole park shaking. I'm feeling the cement shake. I'm like, oh, nah, I'm lit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yo, what's that feeling like for people that are not going to be able to experience that? How would you explain that to somebody?
It just feel good.
Especially with the hometown love and stuff like that. Got you. How does this spread? How does this spread nationally? Especially now that you're independent. What are the plans to make it go national?
Gotta have that flock, good marketing and promotion. For me, just a good team behind you to keep you level-headed.
Got you. And you would be able to say, like, you got a good team. All right, so when did you realize, like, it was time to say goodbye to thing to, like, Def Jam? Like, because you already told me, like, their marketing was old. But when did you know, like, all right, at this point, like, yeah, this is it. This is where. It
was, like, fake too much going on. Like, like they got people in the building, they changing the regime, and it's just a lot of things going on, and I'm not getting a drop, and it's like, I keep telling y'all how we could go about marketing, because other artists in New York that was coming out with me at the same time was doing it, and it was working. And I'm telling them we got the same demographic, and y'all not picking up on it. So it's like what are we really doing? So it's like time to go.
So so does your age sometimes get in the way of people like listening to like how to market a TJ Porter? Like, is it like, because you said there was a lot of older cats there, and they're like, this is the way we did it before. You think like a lot of it might have fell on deaf ears, no pun intended, because of your age?
Yeah, yeah. I felt like if the marketing was better with a lot of things, I would be like way further. But I don't dwell on the past. Like, it's just about fixing it in the future. If I keep dwelling on the past, I'm gonna be mad at everybody. I don't got time for that.
All right,
they ain't even thinking about me. You know what I'm saying?
So what's 2021 like?
2021 is different.
What we looking at?
Different. We gonna board chains, different cars, new music, everything. The whole image, everything is about to change.
Got you. All right, then. So I wanted to ask this too. The Porter and TJ Porter, does that have any relation to Rich?
Nah, look. Nah, you wanna know where that really come from? Be honest with you. Alright, so like when my friend died, I started rapping. Me, my cousin, and my mans, we came out with a song. So we sitting in the crib, and my man is uploading the song. Like the cameraman is uploading the song. So he like, yo, like what y'all want y'all names to be? And everybody was coming up with some fire ass names. I was in the crib watching Paid in Full. I text back like, yo, nah, put my shit TJ Porter. Feel me? I just jacked Rich Porter. He was a young fly nigga. Feel me? And that's just how it looked at me.
That's fine. Every thing, I think everybody from Harlem has always been aspired to be him, or been inspired by him, by the hustle and shit of that nature. So that's why I was like, whenever I hear somebody out of Harlem and there's a Porter or a Rich connected somewhere, like, he's inspired by boy. It's usually yeah. So
shout out to Rich Porter and his family though.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace.
That's a fact. Got you. All right, man. So as far as new music goes, how do you seem to like make a concerted effort to avoid like drill, like going like heavy in the drill, and that seems like to be what's hot in New York. You stay in your own lane or whatever. Do you ever see yourself like maybe one day like doing like a drill heavy like type of project or something like that, or is it like?
I don't think I would put out a drill heavy type of project, but the song at 12 is like a drill song.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have your song, but like, would you ever see yourself like, all right, that's a wave what's going on, like maybe putting out like a project that sound like it?
Nah, I'm not with that.
Yeah, okay.
That's not me. It's not gonna look authentic. You feel me? I like to do stuff that what I like to do. Yeah. You're gonna hear a little bit of drill from me in the project. You're gonna hear some songs for the girls. You're gonna hear something that's gonna get you in your bag and make you wanna run up 100 M's. You feel me? That's just how I'm coming. I'm coming all types of ways.
That's a fact. I just wanna say to all the 35-year-old struggling rappers out there that have switched to drill, you heard her voice said that's not me. That's not authentic. You understand? And I'm pretty sure you listen to everything that goes on. But yeah, I've seen a lot of like niggas that I know rapping for years, just all of a sudden now switch to like, now they got the Axel beat, and I'm like, that's not you, bro.
Yeah, it's not gonna look right.
That's not you. Why are you doing this? I got you, man. So, so as far as Harlem and things of that nature, right? It's played a big role as far as like New York hip hop and their scene and whatever, right? Do you see like, even with the gentrification going on in Harlem, is this still the same place that it used to be, that it was growing up and stuff like that?
Nah, it's not. I'm gonna be honest. It's like everything is way more separated, and it's more dangerous right now to me. Like, even though back in the days in Harlem, like, and I was everywhere from the east to the west. Like, I go everywhere by myself. I don't care for the little nonsense that everybody else is in, but. Even though back in the Jiggy it had like more structure, like with the people that was on this block and this block, there's no structure right now. So everything is just wild. You feel me? So everybody going against each other, and it's just like everything is just separated.
So even with gentrification, you'd be like, it got worse.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's damn. So I mean, so then we might still see some people like some celebrities or some stars get breathed out of it, like maybe like even like a new Dipset type of movement come out of it or something like that.
I feel like I support everybody. You feel me? Like, if we don't got no problem, why I'm not supporting you? That's what I feel like the biggest problem is with New York. Niggas being too much competition. That's what I'm trying to tell you. To this day. Yeah. Yo, people might not even post my music. I post everybody music. Even if we don't follow each other and you from New York and I see you got something fire that I like, I post it.
And where did you develop that? Because even like I said, like New York, everything is a competition. Everybody, yeah. Where did you develop? Like, just show love. I ain't going.
I don't care. Nah, for real.
Yeah.
Cause look, you know what it be. Instead of hating, I'm this type of person. Like this, how like my uncles and my mom and them raised me. Like, you might have a big Cuban on right now, right? And I might have a tennis on. And I might be like, damn, I like that Cuban, but that's not gonna make me hate on you. That's gonna make me be like, damn, what I gotta do to get that Cuban? You feel me? That's the type of person I am.
That's a fact. And you would say like it's not like that for most of these niggas.
It's not like that.
I mean, like for other rappers too. Like other rappers are that way. Like they are like it's a jealousy kind of thing. You use it. That is that often.
Yeah.
Like since you
a lot of people is weird.
Like, and I'm talking about like these niggas that are in their videos with all the, with jewelry fly that you get jealous vibes from them.
I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna trying to speak on that or say I get jealous vibes from anybody, but you just know who's weird and who's not.
Who's not weird, yeah. So what would be the percentage you'd be like, yo, it's kind of weird?
You could tell.
No, I said, but what's the percentage? Like, how would you say like it's cool?
How much is cool? How much is weird?
Yeah.
I don't know. You run into some cool rappers and then you run into some weirdos. Like it's like that. Not gonna put no percentage on it because I ain't been around every rapper.
Yeah.
But the rappers I have been around is cool.
No, gotcha. I mean, the reason I ask things like that is because honestly, like I love what you think. I love what the younger generation is doing for our city, and I don't want like bullshit to like fuck it up and ruin. Because it's hard for New York rappers to even book before COVID to book shows. In New York now, COVID's made it even worse. You understand what I'm saying? So, you don't want to see it like get wasted, like this opportunity, this little flame that we got to go away and shit like that. So, So that's why I'm like, I can't picture y'all niggas being on like weirdo shit. Yeah, it is what it is, man. All right, cool. So, now that you have this new single and your independence and all that type of stuff, right? How do we attack this? Is it just we gonna single them to death, or eventually like a project comes?
Yeah, I had dropped the project in like May. It's called We Gon' Ball. Like if you ain't get in tune, go stream that, go get that. Make sure y'all go get that. Yeah, but that project was just like I had waited so long to get out of my deal with Def Jam, and before I actually should have dropped them as singles. I should have dropped those songs as singles, but I was rushing because I was just hyped to get out my deal
and be able to put out something.
Like I got out of my deal on my birthday, and I dropped the tape the next week. You feel me? So I just was rushing to put that out. But right now I'm just trying to like, you gotta have a plan. And before I was just rushing. So right now we planned things out, sat down with my team, and I'm just trying to work things out. Get better, not even back to where I used to be, get better than that. You feel me? So
that makes sense, man. All right, and so do you think that it'll be do you think it'd be simple as a plan to get back to where he was, because you did have a backing before and now it's independent? Do you still think like you can
I still got a backing. Like I still got a backing. It's my team.
And we going
just because it's not the label, got my own label. Instead of, guess what, I'm not talking to the boss no more, the label. I am the boss. You feel me?
That's fine. That's
the type of time I'm on.
That's dope, man. All right, then, man. So once again, you have a single dropping out today. Plug that. Let them know how they get in contact with you and everything. That's
everybody coming. Go stream Mood at 12 o'clock. Video dropping tomorrow at 12. It's up. Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you need to be. YouTube. The video gonna be crazy. I'm gonna give him a sneak peek too.
Oh shit! This perks on my job. I love it here. Yo, man, TJ. New York.
Shout out my boy Cole Anthony too. Shout out
just got drafted.
Everybody who just got drafted.
Yeah, Cole Anthony.
That's really my
Shout
boy.
out to Obi. That's a fact. Yo.
Shout out Uno too. He doing his thing. Another rapper coming up from Harlem.
He just came here and just showed all the love, man. Yeah. This is what we need more of, man. New York, man. He just came through and he showed all the love to everybody, man, and still plugged this shit out. So shine a light on somebody else, don't dim your shit, man.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
That's dope, man. So I appreciate you, man. I need to come back when the project's actually dropping.
Got you.
We talk about it and shit of that nature, man. Slap shot, y'all. Hiphop.com, One World Studios, and we out.